Welcome to the Choices Talk Show. Today I'm going to be going over the trailer of the foreign affairs that Choices released on their various socials with the caption that can you negotiate the high stakes world of international politics while protecting your private life? Campaign season begins in foreign affairs debuting December 30th. So in my previous videos I told you like how I feel like this book is going to be released next year, but it's not going to be released next year. And I told you also later Christmas, so it is going to be later Christmas, 30th December, almost the next year. So, you know, so very late this year, to be honest, this month. So now, foreign affairs, the trailer, so they say that can you negotiate the high stakes world of international politics while protecting your private life? So there's gonna be some private life problem. You have to balance your private life. You don't want to be this next scandal or scam. You don't want to fall for it, so you have to protect it. But something like that, it could happen. Like if you go through the trailer, it says that first of all, you get to choose your gender here, male, female, or you can play even as they or them. So she, her, he, him, they, them. So you have three gender options. And if I remember clearly, I can't remember like last time when we had this kind of a choices book, like where we had other than two, a third gender. So choices is expanding for sure, and they said that like in their choices insiders, I don't remember as to which one it was, but they said that it's gonna be one of the gender of choices book. So definitely, like, you have lots of genders, three genders. I don't remember if any other choices book have. Let me know if you know of any other choices book, but this is really interesting. Now they go on to say, welcome to the Vancross Institute. So that's gonna be our institute, Vancross Institute. Remember, where we're gonna learn about politics. We will study politics, diplomacy, all those things. And we need diplomacy because this is foreign affairs. If you are aware about this foreign affairs and stuff like that, how do we not want war at this time? So we want diplomacy to steer clear of war or any threat that a country can pose on our country. So countries pose risks, threats on our country, so we need diplomacy in this case. And how to avoid scandal, we would also learn about that. But they go on to say, when you find yourself falling for the one person you shouldn't. Now they say like we're sleeping with someone and vote your candidate, and then there's a media clicking pictures of you, our main character, sleeping with someone, the love interest. Will your forbidden romance be your country's downfall? That's the question. And we are in a press conference that the picture shows. So now the foreign affairs. So here's one thing, so how I think it's going to happen. So we're going to go to this Vancross Institute of Politics. We're going to learn about foreign affairs and stuff like that. And also, to my best belief, I think that here we're gonna meet our love interests. And remember in the choices insiders how they told us like we're gonna listen to our mother's advice to keep us alive in this presidential campaign. And if we don't listen to her, or probably we can be the prey of these scandals, scams, and we can be we can fall for, we can be the victim of any conspiracy theories. Like what happens, media perpetuating like we're wrong and our opponents. So now it is a forbidden romance book. I can see like, I don't know if there's gonna be how many love interests are there gonna be, but we're gonna see in the next post. Choices is gonna release within next 2 weeks those love interests. But we can see like our love interest, so who that could be, like we cannot be with him, forbidden romance. So probably it could be some other countries. That's what I'm guessing, that our enemy countries, foreign leader, or they're also presidential hopeful of our enemy country. So they're our enemy country. If we fall in love with them, so probably our country people are not going to believe it. Media is going to perpetuate that we're with them, so we're going to betray or stab our country in the back because we're in love with our enemy countries, presidential hopeful or their leader. Or maybe it could be our own country's opposition or opponent. It could be our opponent or opponent's daughter or some opponent's son or anything. It could be. So we'll have to see that. But it's going to be a forbidden romance, and I'm really on board for this book because this is going to be a really interesting book. First of all, like the choice is gender, like you have this three genders you can choose. That's a really interesting thing. I'm excited for that. And also the genre, the sort of the storyline, forbidden romance, and sort of like the storyline the book tells. I'm really excited and on board for that. So let's see what happens, and let me know your thoughts, and I'll make sure to inform you if I get any further information about this on choices socials or anywhere. like what kind of love interest are we gonna have? Is it gonna be single li book, or is it gonna be multiple? So I'll make sure to inform you about that. Thank you for listening in, and make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for further notifications.